Hi everybody, in this video let's look at cosine rules. These are few formulae that you need to remember for cosine rules, but actually you only need to remember one. If you can remember the first one, then it will be very easy for you to come up the second one and the third one. Okay, let's see. How do we memorize this formula? Now, if you are looking for the side length of A, right? Go to opposite like this, go to the opposite vertex. Okay, make a mark like this. Then you will know that which side and which angle you should use. Okay, so A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC. Be careful. Here you have B square, C square, right? But here we don't have square. Just 2 times B times C. And times the cosine angle A. Okay, let's check. A square equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC times cosine A, right? Okay, let's try the second one. So if you can remember this one, then it's very easy for you to come up the second one and third one. Now, if you want to find the B, go to opposite vertex here. Okay, make a mark like this. B square is equal to A square plus C square minus 2AC, be careful, no square here, times the cosine angle B. Okay, so you can do the same thing, exactly the same thing for the C. Okay, let's say if now you want to find the side length of C. Okay, be careful, this is not A, but this is A square, B square. So if you want to get the length for A, B, or C, you will need to square root them. Okay, let's try the last one. If I want to find the C, go to the opposite vertex here. Okay. Then I know that I need to use the A, B, and the angle C. C square is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB times cosine angle C. Okay, so if you want to get A, right, you have to square root this whole thing. If you want to get B, same thing, square root this whole thing, then you will be able to get B. Okay, same thing for C. If you want to get the length for C, you have to square root this whole thing. Okay, now let's try a few more examples for this cosine rules. Okay, let's look at this first example. The diagram shows a triangle PQR. So PQR, this is a triangle. PQ is equal to 3.5, PR 4.2, and the angle QPR is 110 degree. Find the length of QR. Okay, so now I am looking for the length here. So if I want to find the length here, go to opposite vertex. I know that I have to use the side length here, here, and this angle. So QR square, okay, this is part A, is equal to 4.2 square plus 3.5 square minus 2 times 4.5 times 3.5. Times 4.2 times 3.5, and then times cosine, which angle? 110 degree. Okay, and remember, when you press the calculator one shot, you get the answer. That is not QR. So if you want to get QR, right, you have to square root this whole thing. So if you want your answer really accurate, right, you can do it this way. You press this whole thing first, 4.2 square plus 3.5 square minus 2 times 4.2 times 3.5 times cosine 110 degree. Okay, then press equal. Okay, you can write this answer first, but it's very long, right? You can, if you want it to be more accurate, you can go to 5 decimal places. Then when you come to your final answer, then only you round off it to 4 significant figures or 4 decimal places. So in this case, if let's say I want to get a really accurate answer, right? I don't want to round off it. I just square root this whole thing. I just press this square root answer. Okay, I get this answer. let me remember, 6.320. 6.320. Okay, centimeters. So this is the answer. Okay, once you get the answer, I will always suggest you to write down or transfer these answers into the diagram, so easier for you to solve the next part. Sometimes you will need it to find you need to use it to find you need to use it to help you to find the answer for the next part. Okay, so QR is 6.320. So I would suggest you to label it with pencil. So if let's say you label it wrongly, it's very easy for you to erase it. Okay, now let's try PQR. So now we are looking for the angle PQR. So here, so you can use cosine rules to help you to get this angle, but in this case I think I would just prefer to use sine rules because it's easier. So let's try how do we use sine rules to help us to get the answer. If I want to find this angle, right, I put this angle on the top, sine angle PQR over 4.2 is equal to sine angle 110 over 6.320. Okay, so sine PQR is equal to sine angle 110 over 6.320 times 4.2. Okay, so let me press the calculator first. Sine 110 divided by 6.32 times 4.2. So 0.62448. Okay, I take 5 decimal places. I take 5 decimal places, then it will be more accurate. Okay, so now I want to get angle, right, and the sine. Okay, then just use a calculator to help you to get the answer. Shift sine 0.62448. Oh, I forgot shift sine 0.62448. Okay, so the answer is 38.64 degree. So if you don't want to give your answer this way, you can give your answer in this form also. 38 degree, 39 minutes. Okay, so if you want it to be very accurate, you actually can do it another way. So here I already round off it, right? So if you don't want to round off it here, you can press this way. Use a calculator, then press sine 110 6.320 times 4.2. Okay, you get very long decimal, right? Then you don't round off it. Then you press shift sine. Then you press answer. Okay, this will be very accurate. So still the same, 38.64. If you want to change it to degree and minutes, you just press this. If this is 30 and above, you have to add 1 here. So this is 38 degree, 38, right? So I have to add 1 here, will become 39, 38 degree, 39 minutes. Okay, let's try another example. Given the length of 3 sides, okay, now we have the length of 3 sides over here, but we don't have any angle here, so definitely we cannot use the sine rules to help us to solve these questions. So find the angle BAC. We want to find this angle BAC. Okay, so okay, I hope that you understand what I'm doing here. So I'm going to use cosine rules to help me to get this angle. 5.42 square is equal to 10.9 square plus 11.2 square minus 2 times 10.9 times 11.2 times the cosine BAC, cosine angle BAC. Okay, so you can do it this way. Positive, right? You move over here, become negative. Okay, minus 10.9 square minus 11.2 square over. Okay, this positive, bring over here, become negative. Positive, bring over here, become negative. Then here, this whole thing times this, right? So if you bring it over here, it becomes divide. And don't forget you have a negative. This is equal to cosine angle BAC. Okay, cosine angle BAC. Okay, just use a calculator to press this one. You have to be extra careful when you key in your calculator, especially if you are using the casual 570 or model. You have to be more careful. If you are using this type of calculator, then it will be easier for you to key in. Okay, 5.42 square minus 10.9 square minus 11.2 square. Okay, oops, I forgot to press this one just now. Okay, now mine is okay. Let me do it this way. Let's try. Okay, how about I key in again? So first press this one first. Okay, then 5.42 square minus 10.9 square minus 11.2 square. Let me check, correct or not? Yes. So now you have negative 2 times 10.9 times 11.2. Okay, so you see it's very easy for you to key in. This is exactly what you see here. Just key in your calculator, then press equal. Okay, this is the answer. So this is not the angle, this is just the value for the cosine angle BAC. So you can round off it if you want to be more accurate, right? You can take 5 decimal places first, 0.88005. Okay, if you want to be really accurate, you can just press shift, then cos answer. Then your calculator will cosine the whole thing just now, what you saw just now. Okay, so the angle is 28.35 degree. 28.35 degree. So if you don't want, you can do it this way as well. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so round off it, 0.88005. 0.88005. Okay, 0.88005. Okay, then only you press again. Angle BAC is equal to 0.88005. Okay, cosine, this is anti-cosine, and remember when you press the calculator, you have to press a shift first. Shift. You will see an S. You will see an S here. Then cosine 0.88005. Okay, then press equal. Normally the answer will be very, very close. This is exactly the same, right? 28.35. Okay, so no problem. It's equal to 28.35 degree. Okay, so once I get the answer, let me label it first. 28.35 degree. So now the question is asking BCA for part B. BCA. So BC is over here. So now you can use the cosine rule to help you to get the answer, but here we can actually use the sine rules to help us to get the answer. Will be easier, I think. Okay, I want to use angle, right? So I put this angle on the top. BCA over 10.9 is equal to sine 28.35 over 5.42. Okay. Oh, BCA, not BA. BCA is equal to this sine 28.35 degree over 5.42 times 10.9. Okay, let me press my calculator first. Sine 28.35 over 5.42 times 10.9. Zero point 95497. Okay, so the angle BCA is equal to arc sine of 0.95497. Okay, just press the calculator. Shift sine 0.95497. Okay, so the angle of BCA is equal to 72.74 degree. BCA over here. 72.74 degree. Okay, let's try another example. In the diagram PSR, okay, PSR and QST, straight line, okay. Calculate the angle of PST over here. Okay, correct, PST. Okay, so I will use the cosine rules. Seven square is equal to 5 square plus 4 square minus 2 times 5 times 4 times cosine this angle PST. Okay, so 7 square minus 5 square minus 4 square over this whole thing will be equal to cosine angle PST. Okay, let's press our calculator. 7 square okay, so the cosine angle PST is equal to negative 0.2. So angle PST is equal to, so before you calculate, right, you know that your answer must be more than 90 degrees because you look at this diagram, you know this is an obtuse angle, right? So if you get an acute angle, it means that it's not correct. Shift cos negative 0.2. Okay, 101.54 degree, 101.54 degree. Okay, so this is the answer for this angle, for this part. As usual, once we get the answer, label it about 54 degree. Okay, so let me erase this part first. Okay, so the second part, part B. We want to find the length of SQ. SQ is over here. So if you want to find the length of SQ, I will use sine rules here. If this is 101.54, I know that here must be the same, right? 101.54 degree. So I can use the sine rules to help me to get the answer easily. So since I want to get the length for SQ, right, I put SQ on the top. SQ over sine 25 is equal to 10 over sine 101.54 degree. Okay, so this is 101. Okay, let me write again. Okay, so SQ is equal to 10 over this whole thing times sine 25 degree. Okay, so SQ is equal to, let me press the calculator, sine 101.54 times sine 25. Okay, so the answer is 4.313 4.313 centimeter. Okay, let's try one more questions. This will be the last example that I will discuss with you in this video. Two boats P and Q start sailing from a jetty. At the same time, boat P sails eastward at the constant speed of 25 km per hour, whereas boat Q sails towards northeast at a constant speed of 13 km per hour. Find the distance between these two boats after 2 hours. Okay, let me sketch a diagram for you first. Okay, so let's say now this is north and this is east, right? Okay, now boat P sails eastward, go this way, 25 km per hour. This is speed after 2 hours, and boat Q sails northeast. Northeast, it means this way, 45 degrees. So this is slower, right? So we know that this length will be shorter compared with this one. Okay, so let me change the color first. Change to this color. Okay, now I'm going to draw a line to represent the journey of boat P sails eastward from here, go here. And now this is for P, okay, and this is for Q. So this one I will draw shorter. Okay, so now this is boat. This is boat Q. This is boat P, and the speed is boat P. The speed is 25 km per hour. Boat Q is 13 km per hour, right? After 2 hours, we know it will become 26. How do I get 26? 13 times 2. 1 hour's travel for 13 kilometers. 2 hours will be 26, right? Take 2 times this one. Same thing apply here. 25 times 2, 50 kilometer. And the question asks you, find the distance between two boats after 2 hours. Means that you have to find the distance here. From here to here. We are looking at the distance here. Okay, so the question tells you that boat Q sails toward northeast. We know that here is 45, here is 45. Okay, now how do we get the length here? We use cosine rules, right? So if I want to get the length here, let me use another color. Here, I have to use this side, and this angle. Okay, let me use a D to represent the distance. So the D square, okay, is equal to 26 square plus 50 square minus 2, okay, this is 26, 2 times 26 times 50 times cosine 45, okay, 45 degree. So this is the D square. So we can press this one first. If you want to get D directly, you can press this whole thing. Okay, let me show you. 26 square. Oops. Okay, forget to 26. why cannot 26? Okay, 26 square plus 50 square. Okay, minus 2 times 26 times 50 times cosine 45. Okay, now you get this one, right? So you just square root this whole thing, square root, answer, you get the answer 36.57, right? Okay, 36.57 kilometers. So the distance between the two boats, between both P and Q, is equal to 36.57 kilometers. Okay, so this is the way how we solve the question which related to this cosine rules. Okay, for this video I stop here first. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.